My name is Ed Bartlett. I'm an attorney from Billings, Montana. Today I'm representing the Montana Chamber of Commerce and the Billings Area Chamber of Commerce. We are not in favor of carbon emission regulations, but since EPA is going down that track, we definitely appreciate the opportunity to comment today. In Montana, coal-fired electric power plants generate about 50% or more of all power produced in the state. Almost all of the coal utilized by those plants comes from coal mined in Montana. The economic impact of that power and coal production is tremendous, providing very good jobs to mine the coal and generate the power, as well as all the necessary support services. The citizens and businesses of Montana rely upon coal-fired electric power, and both directly and indirectly, it is our citizens and businesses who pay for electric power and who receive its benefits, and of course, including the costs and benefits of the laws and regulations governing that power. It is essential that any rules or guidelines issued by the EPA keep our coal mining and power generation industries viable, while at the same time providing for reasonable, underline that, protection of the environment. Rules for existing sources must be less stringent than rules for new sources, and I think EPA has already recognized that. We hope you continue to do so. We submit that any new air pollution rules for existing sources should be triggered at the time that the source is substantially modified or reconstructed. The rules for existing sources should not be immediately effective upon adoption, nor should they be effective when the individual power plants are overhauled or repaired. The rules and guidelines need to be flexible, fair, and balanced. We've heard about that. In this regard, the states, including Montana, want to and should continue to implement and administer all rules for existing sources under the Clean Air Act. Further, all costs and benefits for any new rules must be reasonable and credible and must be fully considered in both the adoption and administration. These costs should not be inflated by unsupported social costs of carbon. We are also concerned that at this time the technology to control carbon emissions from existing plants may not yet be proven, no matter what the cost may be. Finally, we recognize that our country strives to be a leader in addressing climate change. Therefore, it is important to compare and weigh any new regulations and their impact to the lack of regulation or less restrictive regulation in other parts of the world. Our members support a balanced and fair approach to address carbon emissions from existing power plants. It is laudable to encourage the use of cleaner coal technology, but costs and economic impacts to existing coal mining and power plant operations should and must be considered in rulemaking. Thank you very much.